Let's discuss why is BlackRock buying so much Bitcoin right now, and when will their ETF filing finally be approved? And once it gets approved, what's that going to do to the Bitcoin price action? Let's discuss all of this. First and foremost, we had Mark Yusko just recently interviewed, and he says it will get approved. He's 100% certain. Also, Kathy Wood said, as I shared in previous story, she agrees that the odds are continuing to go up. The ETF experts also agree the odds are going up. Over 90%. We also have Forbes just released this article, very important. Sudden BlackRock breakthrough predicted to trigger a huge $25 trillion market cap. And I shared with you in great detail Kathy Wood's $25 trillion market cap prediction on the back of these ETFs being approved. Now that would take the crypto market cap roughly 20x from where we're currently at. Someone run the math, because if we only 10x the Bitcoin price from today's price action, we're already talking about something major like $350,000 per Bitcoin. What if we were to 20x? Now we're talking $700,000 per Bitcoin. But what does Michael Saylor have to say? The Giga Chad, the rocket scientist himself. Here you go. Here's what he had to share in this interview. And I shared this and it started going viral. I shared it at like midnight last night. We already got 64 hearts and 7 retweets, and it's starting to blow up. But he says, quoting him, "I think eventually Bitcoin as an asset class becomes a $100 trillion asset class." So there you have it. That's 4x the prediction of 25 trillion. Could you imagine what if we did hit a 100 trillion asset class? And yes, it's possible. Some people, there's not that much money. No, total addressable market is north of 700 trillion. So don't you think 1 out of every $7 should enter Bitcoin eventually, with Bitcoin being the apex predator? And you know what I mean? All the other bullishness surrounding it, it being perfect money, it being a hedge against deflation, a hedge against inflation, you know what I mean? It being a store of value, it being pristine collateral, it being incorruptible and censorable, it being unconfiscatable. It has everything working for it. So I agree. I don't think that's going to happen overnight, clearly, but eventually, I think Michael Saylor is right. I think Bitcoin will go up forever, Laura. What are your thoughts, fam? Let me know. And speaking of Michael Saylor, he also says, yes, Bitcoin is an asset class, and that's a major revolution. If Fidelity and BlackRock and if 10 other ETF issuers all agree that Bitcoin is an asset class, which they already agree it is, it should be 10x to 100x bigger than it is right now. And you run the math. When we start talking 100x bigger and start talking these $100 trillion market caps, we're talking massive price action for Bitcoin, multiple 7 figures. Easy peasy. 100x from 35 G's is what, 3.5 million? Send it. Let's freaking go. Demand for Bitcoin could grow by up to 10x within the next 12 months, according to Michael Saylor. Listen up. I think that this next 12 months is going to be big because demand on a monthly basis should double or triple, maybe even go up by a factor of 10. So anywhere from 2 to 10. And the supply available for sale will be cut in half in 5 months. In April, Bitcoin halving incoming. Let's go. So instead of $1 billion of Bitcoin available for the miners each month, it will be $500 million. It's pretty unprecedented that you would go from a supply and demand balance of maybe 15 billion of organic demand and 12 billion of organic supply. What happens when one doubles and the other one gets cut in half? The price is just going to adjust up. That's right. Bitcoin got that go up number technology. You already know, fam. You're going to have ferocious competition. Keyword, ferocious. I love that. And will amongst Wall Streeters to get the most asset share. And you're going to have crypto exchanges competing. And you're going to have other tech companies getting involved. That'll be one check. So if you think about it like that, you just say, well, now we're going to double, and we're going to double again, we're going to double again, and we're going to double again. That coin is going to continue to progress to $1 million per coin, $2 million per coin, $5 million per coin, 100. Well, he says 10 million a coin. I don't want to misquote him. But anyways, there you have it coming from Michael Saylor. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the Giga Chad. And he also says, I have quite a lot of predictions, but we'll save this one for another time. Max Kaiser is also calling for 100x. So I'm going to read you this Max Kaiser quote. Shout out to the high priest. Bitcoin has already and will continue to outperform everything else so spectacularly by 100x or more that anyone holding fiat, stocks, bonds, gold, and all the ish coins, property, etc. will literally be impoverished. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max Kaiser, and what are your thoughts surrounding those bullish predictions from the one and only Michael Saylor. Let me know in that chat. I'm going to read everyone's comments to the best of my abilities here for the next few minutes, and then we're going to continue on over on Rumble for the uncensored version of the show and a JV React session.